고시래! 고시래! Hello everyone! I'm your host for this channel on Korean history and culture, Carrie! Were you curious when I did that strange motion with my hand? Should I try it again? 고시래! 고시래! It's called 고시래. Have you heard about this? Traditionally in Korea, all people, especially farmers, have sprinkled rice wine or toast a bit of food to the land, giving a saying aloud the word 고시래 when they were having their meal in the field. This is a Korean folk tradition called 고시래. Let's learn how to say this word. 고시래. 고시래. Great! So today, I want to tell you about the origin of this folk tradition called 고시래. Actually, in the word 고시래, 고시 came from a person's name and 래 originated from 래, meaning ritual. Then, who is 고시? In order to know who he was, we need to go back in time to the ancient Joseon dynasty, which was the thirdly founded nation in Korean history. In ancient Joseon, the ruling king was called Dangun, and one of his loyal officials was Goshi. Goshi was in charge of agriculture at that time. He was sort of like the minister of agriculture in our time. Following the King Dangun's order, Goshi developed farming methods and taught the people how to farm. So, the tradition of 고시래 began in commemoration of Goshi, who contributed a lot to teach people how to farm and cook. 고시래 itself is a behavior of offering food and wine to Goshi to thank him. So, why don't we try 고시래 together? You first need to have a spoonful of food like this. And toss it gently onto the field, saying 고시래. 고시래! 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 Okay, you are supposed to do this 3 times. If you live in Korea, you will probably see people doing this ritual of 고시래 while offering an ancestral ritual at their ancestors' graves. The truth is that Goshi is known to be a descendant of the Wu family, and the Wu family was also in charge of agriculture in the Baedal state, the secondly founded state in Korean history. So, what can we learn from this? 고시래 is a really long-held culture of Korea. Oh, look here at the picture. Do you know him? Some of you may know, and some of you won't. But if you are Japanese, you'll have recognized him instantly. He is Bae Yong-jun, also known as Yeonsama, one of the first generation stars of the Korean wave Hallyu. Yeonsama! Yeonsama is so handsome! Isn't he? To express his gratitude to his fans for giving him so much love, he wrote a book introducing Korean cultural assets. And he also launched a Korean restaurant named Goshirye in Japan. The surprising thing is that the Native Americans in Central and South America also has a tradition just like Goshirye. Before they drink chicha, fermented beverage made from maize or fruit, they dip their hand in the drink and sprinkle it onto the ground 3 times. Spanish records also tell of a tradition where they took up a small piece of food and threw it before eating a meal. The Briat people who live near the lake Baikal always remember to offer their wine to the earth all around, shouting 고시래 before pouring their guests a glass of their wine. Mongolians have a tradition of splashing their wine in the air 3 times, using their ring finger, which means to pray for the peace and harmony of heaven, earth, and humanity. You can see Goshirye tradition is spread in various countries in the world. Interesting, isn't it? So today, we had a close look at the origin of the Korean folk tradition called Goshirye. I'll see you in the next episode with a much more interesting story on Korean folk culture and tradition. See you next time. Bye-bye.